Hello, my name is Hal Shurtleff. I am the Regional Field Director for the John Birch Society, covering the Northeast, or a good portion of it. I live in the city of Boston, Massachusetts. And the John Birch Society, for many years, since almost its inception, has advocated that we get out of the United Nations. A very wise thing to advocate. One of the more dangerous arms or aspects of the UN is something called Agenda 21. Something that was formulated, or at least officially launched, at a meeting in Rio de Janeiro in 1992, in June of 1992. Now, the last several years, it's sort of hitting critical mass because more and more people are catching on. It took a while to implement it to the extent that it's being implemented, and also for people to see the dangers. This isn't some theory, this isn't something that may happen somewhere else. It's happening right in our own towns, in cities and counties and states all over the United States. Practically every state, with the exception of Alabama, that recently banned it, aspects of it, and people say, well, how is it happening in my community, and well, how can I see the results? Well, you see things like sustainable development, smart growth, green communities, and you'll see entities like HUD, Housing and Urban Development, the EPA, local state environmental type organizations, a lot of the land trusts, the Nature Conservancy, many other entities, both private and public. And there's lots of money to be made in this green hustle, as I like to call it. Well, not too long ago, I was up in Maine, where actually we were shooting this video, and I came across this very interesting book, Rescue Mission Planet Earth, a child's guide to Agenda 21. Now, many of our detractors, or those in denial, will tell us that this meeting in Rio was just, this Agenda 21 is just a non-binding document. It had no bearing whatsoever. Well, that's the case, and why are aspects of it being implemented all over the world, and why are they so brazen as to publish a book saying a child's guide or a children's guide to Agenda 21? And by the way, this was published in cooperation with the UN. They used about 20 or so children. Mikhail Gorbachev writes a foreword, along with the former head of the UN, Boutros Ghali, and also Al Gore. Mikhail Gorbachev in children, people forget when he was the head of the Soviet Union, he was dropping booby-trapped toys on the countryside in Afghanistan. But now he cares about the children. Well, this particular book, I wish I had this earlier, because I've given numerous presentations the last year and a half, and I came across this, and I thought, my goodness, this is probably the most blatant propaganda I've seen in a long time. And it has different chapters. There's a chapter on the population. Now, Agenda 21, Chapter 5, covers population. And a child allegedly asked in this book, why wasn't Agenda 21 more specific? Why didn't they have more concrete proposals? And they answer in the book, well, organizations like the Vatican took a strong stance against it. So in other words, we want to have a stronger wording about population control and abortion. We had to sort of neutralize a little bit. There's still, that agenda is still very strong, by the way. It's not just about saving the trees and the birds and the bees, but it's also population control. In fact, Jacques Cousteau, known to many people around the world, the late Jacques Cousteau, great oceanographer, and his TV show was seen by millions of people. At the UN conference in 1992, he said that we have to eliminate 350,000 people. I'm sorry, it wasn't at the UN conference. It was in a UNESCO, it was a publication by UNESCO, United Nations Education, Cultural, Scientific Organization, where he said in no uncertain terms that we have to eliminate 350,000 people per day. And by the way, if you are an American and you are a middle-class person, you are the biggest threat to the environment. And this is why most of these programs are centered here in the United States. An entity called ICLEI, the International Council for Local Environmental Initiative, half the members around the world are in the United States. Well, this book is available on Amazon for those of you who really are activists and want more information to use. Or it's also available in a PDF format from my script page, so you're welcome to contact me. The contact information will be scroll down here below. Contact me, email me, and I'll be happy to put you in touch. Get a copy of this to you. I think they're selling for as little as $1 on Amazon plus postage. But it's a wonderful tool to help expose this. And today you will not see any reference to Agenda 21 and sustainable development, because the word is out. The jig is up, so to speak. They're actually changing the term Agenda 21 to Future Earth. So because it's becoming more exposed, and that's what happens when people are trying to do something kind of evil, and they have to, or something very bad, they have to keep on changing the name of things because once it has a bad taste or a bad flavor, they have to come up with repackage it, you see. So again, we encourage you to get involved. This is a great, the John Birch Society has done a lot of great work with this. We have local chapters all over the country working very hard on this issue and many other important issues that face our nation. So we have a great website, jbs.org. And you can also contact me directly here, that number on the bottom of the video here. So thank you very much, and God bless you.